Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to go over the translated Q&A of the last developer livestream. Before we start, I wanted to quickly mention one thing that was pretty annoying to see, and that is these missions here that they promptly changed, but is still kinda weird. It's not going to be a problem for most people, I believe, but obviously for people that are tryharding and trying to get as high as they can, these could be annoying, and this is mostly for people that are above, let's say, floor 150 in hard mode. So I mean, not many people, but yeah, still quite a few. And for all of those people, it will be a lot harder to progress because the last unit they released, Shia, was really broken, especially as an enemy. So dealing with so many teams that have Shia is really difficult. And pushing even the small amount of hard mode stages is going to be quite the task. And they are doing shit like this I don't want to say all the time, but they did it also in the past where they kind of punished. Now, this one is very limited as kind of punishment, we can say. It's not really going to have an impact. But what I don't like is the decision that's behind it. The way they're managing this kind of thing, I think it's really stupid from their side. Because what they're effectively doing, even if we can all agree the actual loss is very minimal, even if you don't complete it, it's not like you're really going to lose out on anything much. But the fact that this thing could actually happen on stuff that matters is what is kind of bothering. And it's concerning that for them it's normal to punish people that are playing the game. They did it in the past. That was something that I think all longtime players want to forget. The way that they kind of mistreated existing players and didn't really give rewards to people that already pushed floors, and people that started pushing later because they were lazy got rewarded. So they rewarded laziness in the past, and it was a major thing. People got crazy mad, me included, obviously. So that kind of thing better not happen again. And this is in a very small amount similar, because what they're doing here is they're saying, okay, you're tryharding, you're pushing hard mode, you're reaching your limit. Now we're going to hide rewards behind clearing stages. So if you're at a point where you cannot push further because your roster doesn't let you do so, it doesn't matter the links, because at a certain point the links hardly matter. So even if you can increase the links in those 2 weeks that this mission is going to be up, it won't really matter. It won't allow you to push more. If your account doesn't have certain units, is not built in a certain way, you cannot move forward. If you already got to a point where the developers created teams that are really difficult to beat, these missions will be, I don't want to say impossible, but almost impossible to complete. So they made this adjustment because 500 was too much. This was wrong. This is stupid. This would have been like literally punishing super heavily people that were trying to play the game. This one is a bit more acceptable. It's like a bit more than 1.5 floors, so it's not too big of a deal. It should be possible to do it by dedicating a bit of time in these 2 weeks. So this one is acceptable, but what I don't like is the reasoning behind it. Like, why would you hide stuff behind pushing when people that are trying to play at their limits are going to be punished for that? Like, you want people to be tryharding in your game and reward them, not punishing the tryharders. That's kind of the message I'm trying to send here. I hope the developer realize it, and I think they do, because they promptly reduce the number of stages you had to clear. But it is really stupid. It's better if they don't try to do something like that in the future, or which would be better for everyone. I mean, because I'm not necessarily against giving rewards for pushing floors, because it makes sense. I mean, it's okay. We can push 100 stages in 2 weeks if they don't troll with the compositions, because that's what they do. Like, the team comps that they always deploy are always the same. Like they have no limitations like us. Like they don't have to use the unit only on one of the 5 teams. They keep on spamming annoying combinations. This is insane, especially when they actually only develop units to make our lives harder. Like Icarus is one such example. For us, she does basically nothing or very limited things. As an enemy, she's a pain. If you don't use a max HP damage dealing units and HP recovery block, that's not going down in hard mode because you cannot even remove the defense buff. Shia, she's good for us, but as an enemy, she's on another level. She's never dying. She's basically 5-second invincibility and 1-second window to take damage. And then again, 5-second invincibility. Because she has the 3-second from the passive, then she gains energy, she can cast the special move again, and she has the 2-second from the special move. It's not 5-second because those two can overlap and cancel each other, but still like very limited window of time when you can damage her. You cannot one-shot her. She heals for 1200% attack per second, plus 800% from the special move, so 2000% attack per second healing. She's always full HP. She never dies. Like there are a lot of instances where you just time out, and there are some comps that can deal with her, but having to deal with 4 out of 5 teams is extremely hard. So in those scenarios, you cannot really push. I mean, you could if they didn't do some weird shit like that. So either they stop doing shit like that and they actually start thinking their composition and not putting stuff that is annoying because it's designed to be annoying. So yeah, this was just an initial rant because I think it's stupid from their side. I mean, it's not, as I said, not necessarily a problem with this concept of a mission. It's the fact that some people cannot actually complete them. Because like if you're stuck. 2 weeks will not do anything for these kind of high-end accounts that will let them pass those insane, weirdly designed floors. So I think this is something that they have to think about. Having to face those stupid compositions over and over again, at least for me, is not really even that fun anymore. I mean, you're kind of forced to use specific units with specific debuffs, specific like HP recovery block, energy decrease, energy block. You want to CC them, try to perma-stun some compositions if you can. Is really annoying. Like having to do that kind of thing for 5 teams because they have the same exact combination in 5 teams is something that should not exist. If you have 5 teams that can be countered in different ways, then I'm all for it, okay. But the fact that you spam stuff in every single team that requires me to have like 5 units with HP recovery block, what happens if I don't? I cannot clear it. This is stupid. This is something they have to address. And then I'm fine if they had missions like this because we can actually clear them. But right now, like I will probably clear this one just because I stopped as soon as Shia started to appear in hard mode. I stopped pushing. So I know I can still push more. But I mean, it's stupid. If I try harder even more, and I got to a point where Shia started to appear in multiple teams, I don't think I could have pushed it because I'm basically at 400 deficit in a hard mode. I cannot kill Shia. I like maybe 2 teams at best. 2 teams at best, no more. So I don't like it. I mean, they have to address it. They definitely have to do something about it. Either they stop doing like designing units only for their own use, because I think that's a stupid design, and just also stop spamming the same comp over and over and over and over again, both in the same 5-stage, like 5-team fight, and also in multiple fights. Like every 4 stages, you have the same Anniversary Iwa plus 10 cats, Urek plus Anniversary Iwa plus Garam, Shia plus Anniversary Iwa plus whatever. Like crazy shit. They should stop. Like some more variety. You have 142 units. 142 units. Okay, we could exclude maybe SR and R units, but you have so many units. Why you have to spam the ones that you know are annoying? Like, I don't know. try something new. Try to make a comp that is countered, I don't know, in a certain way. Try to make another one that is countered only by, okay, HP recovery block. Another one that doesn't have heal but has annoying special moves, so you want to use like energy recovery block. Stuff like that. I don't know. They definitely have to address it because otherwise these things could keep on happening. Fortunately, this time they addressed it, and also the rewards behind it are not that great. It's just some packs of cards that for whales is not going to be a problem because this is something that has an impact on whales slash tryharders, so those two categories. So not necessarily people that spend, but also free to play that are actually tryharding on the game. They will have a quite difficult times because they are also going to lack units. Whales will have the units to hopefully deal with the situation. The free to play will not if they keep on spamming those weird combinations. So they have to address that. I hope they will, but okay, that's enough complaining from my side. I hope I got the message across. This was just, again, me trying to point out the flaws to their own design. But other than that, I don't have too many complaints because, again, they addressed it. It's kind of reasonable as an idea, but they should definitely fix the compositions. So, okay. That being said, enough. Let's go over the Q&A. Otherwise, this video is going to be 1 hour long, and I don't want that. So let's go. The first question in the Q&A is about hard mode difficulty. That is also more or less what I've been yapping about right now. And they said, okay, normal adventure mode has been rebalanced to its previous state because they made a kind of mistake in the speed of progression for normal adventure. It was getting crazy. They brought it back to the standard increase that they did in the past. But for hard mode, it's not. It's really insane. And here they're saying it is intentionally designed to spark a sense of challenge for those who chose to take it on. For those who choose to take it on. Now, this is not a sense of challenge. This is just bad design and you spamming units that are impossible to deal with. Really, like, you have no tools to counter certain units. It's annoying. There are ways for sure, but it's really, like, you spend a lot of time just to try and counter a composition that makes no sense. Enemies just not dying at all, timing you out. Also, the thing that when you finish a fight, let's say you kill 4 of the 5 units, and that will happen a lot when you start facing Xia. You kill everyone in like 10 seconds. Then for 1 minute and 20 seconds, you are 5v1 against the Xia, and she wins because the time runs out. In 1 minute and 20, you couldn't kill her, and she wins. Why? Like, you should at least make it so if I have 3 times the number of units that you have, I win, even if we run out of time. And I'm saying 3 so that if there are 2 units left, then it's still their own win. But if there's only 1 left and I have 3 or more units, I should win. I mean, it's really stupid. You cannot just add to the game a healer with insane amount of healing only for the enemy. Because for us, healing means nothing. So only the enemy has insane amount of healing. They have insane uptime on invincibility, and you cannot do anything. They remove your own buffs. So all the buffing on a unit like, let's say, Augustus is removed every 6 seconds. Like, what the hell is Xia? It's really stupid. I've no words. No words, guys. It's insane. So yeah, they definitely have to do something about it. It's not challenge. It's straight up frustration. I'm fine if I have to swap teams, if I have to rearrange a team because there is a mechanic I need to counter. But that is not a mechanic you have to counter. That is a unit that is invincible, one-shots you because she also has a link that based on the damage you deal to her, she's going to reflect back damage. And for some reason, that percentage is insane and she just one-shots you. I have no word. I don't know. I feel like I've been complaining about hard mode for all this time and it's not right. So let's move on. Why is the 11 in hard mode adventure still set to 15? I don't know what they mean by 15. Maybe 15 increases every 5 floors. I don't know what they mean by that. But, like, no, I really don't know what they mean. But let's see the answer. Hard mode is meant to encourage players to challenge themselves. Yeah, again, not gonna comment on that. If a group of regulars successfully has cleared the higher stages with the current difficulty distribution, we may consider adjusting the balance of earlier stages, similar to previous updates. I still don't understand what still set to 15. What is 15? Level in hard mode. I don't know. If you know, guys, let me know because it makes no sense. Unless they mean 1500, but enemies are already way above 1700 in hard mode, so I don't know what they're talking about. But okay, let's move on. Please revamp the past type products. They already revamped the growth one, now that is called growth premium. It is really good, great value. I love that product. So if you are a low spender, it's definitely something you have to buy. It's in the same tab as the AD premium pass. That's amazing. So really, really good. Then what else? The newsletter mentioned the Labyrinth of Memories. Can we get more details? In May, there is going to be one around the spin-off story of Urek. And instead of a labyrinth type event, we're planning to run the event in the form of a festival. Okay, so they're going back. Oh, okay, no, for June. Okay, as they mentioned, for June, there is not going to be the labyrinth. There is going to be a festival. So could be that there is no Family Head rerun in June. Could be in early July for the reruns. And then from the second week of July, that is when the anniversary is going to start, there could be the rerun. We don't know. For the new Family Head. No idea. So probably for the whole June, we're not going to get Family Heads. For this festival, we're working on improvements to allow all regulars to enjoy Emily Talk. This Emily Talk shit, hopefully, is not going to substitute the existing one, but is going to be on top. Because just Emily Talk was trash in terms of rewards. It was really bad. I didn't like it. Not many people did. So hopefully, it's going to be on top. Even if you don't own the festival specifically, we'll see. Hopefully, it's additional rewards. If it's a replacement, it's gonna suck because the festival has way better rewards. We'll see. Or the standard exchange shop of the story mode. But okay. I'm curious about the design of Tromray. They're going to do adjustments to Kraken and Cobalt. Okay, fine. There are no plans to add additional R or SR teammates. Fine. There's just 6 per element, so 3 SR and 3 R per color. Fine, I guess. Will characters like Ari, Inieta, Pobido, Tiara, and Luslec be released? Now, obviously, we all know Tiara, we all know Luslec. This guy, when did we see another Ari unit? Oh, was it with Kaiser was one of the bosses, maybe? I think so. I think it was a regular that was one of the 10 bosses under Kaiser, something like that. I think it should be that one. Whatever, I will Google it later. You will let me know, but it should be that one. Let's see what they say. Our goal is to eventually add all teammates if the game survives until then, but hopefully. And we're currently focusing on releasing teammates with significant roles in the story first. Wait. So let me get this straight. They are like they said that they want to release teammates with significant roles first. Now, tell me, adult Shia, which role she has. Tell me Augustus, which role he has. Tell me Hugo, which role he has. I mean, obviously they're strong, they're important, yeah, sure. But compared to these two, tell me how impactful they are. Not even comparable. I mean, maybe Tiara. I mean, Tiara is important, even though, well, if you know, you know. But it's okay. Like Luslec, you cannot say Luslec is not an important unit. Okay, fine. Well, let's ignore whatever they say. I mean, it's really crazy. Please buff data machining. We'll look into it in conjunction with the timing of the upcoming secret recruitment event. So in theory, this update, right? But there is no buff. Unless they mean the next one where Data Kun machine is going to run, but we already got the first rerun on the first sequence recruitment event, so banner A. So when are they going to buffer? I don't know, but they definitely have to. They will probably re-implement some buffs for, I don't know, maybe in June, maybe for the anniversary. We'll see. Please display the reset date for the Pioneer shop. The shop resets with updates, and we will consider improving the UI to make this information more clear. Okay, fine. I mean, it was pretty clear already. They mentioned it. I guess adding a timer is nice. There is a timer for everything, so why not? Are there any plans for hard mode trials like hard mode? Be annoying, to be honest. Revolution on enemies, since it was planned to balance things for us, but actually they're using it as a tool to make enemies more annoying for us. it's it's better if they don't, probably. But okay. So at the time, there are no plans for this. Fine. Please increase the sources for black market tickets. Let's see what they say. Currently, there are various sources where you can consistently obtain black market tickets, including content like adventure. Calling this consistently is troll, but okay. Trials, mini games, okay. Underground pass, okay. Yeah, paying. Thank you, man. Secret floors, Hell Train, Tower of Alliances. Okay, fine. Additionally, we have made recent improvement to provide more ways to obtain teammates through Pioneers Remnants and Secret Summons. Okay, fair enough, I guess. While it is currently difficult to assign additional sources, I really don't understand what they mean by difficulty at times. Like, is nothing technically difficult? Maybe they don't want to give us too many things because otherwise we're going to spend less. That's the only reasonable explanation to it. Okay, due to balance concerns. Okay, we will continue to support players by hosting irregular events and other supplementary means where possible. Furthermore, for regulars who do not need secret summons, we plan to continuously add new items to the shop. But I mean, we already don't get enough to buy the whole shop out. So if they add more things, we have to be concerned about and try to buy. Could be annoying. Definitely, I welcome it. I can easily not buy some other things in favor of more useful stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Are there any plans to revamp the Guardian trial? We've recently eased the conditions. Like they made it from something annoying because you had to swap team all the time to something trivial. Like there is no in between. They either make it annoying to do or just something you have to spam clicks because it's an auto win. I don't know. I don't know why. Like it seems like it's difficult for them to balance content appropriately. It's either too easy or annoying because this one was never hard, was just annoying to do. So it's I don't know. I don't know why. It's I get it's difficult, but I mean, come on. The rewards in hard mode and the exchange limits in the Pioneer shop feel lacking. Mm, I would say the scaling on the amount of Pioneer remnants you get is a bit too slow. That, yes. Because I think on my free to play account that is low level, I get like 370. Mine, that I'm at floor 150, my main account, I get like, what, 870 or something. So it's a bit more than double for 140 more floors. It doesn't feel good. Should be more. Should scale a bit better. We'll see what they're going to do. We're planning to add new event-specific currencies to the Pioneer shop and not only update the current exchange list, but also expand it with additional items. Our goal is to ensure players can acquire what they need from the shop depending on their progression and playstyle. If they add too many things that we want, with the amount of tickets we have right now, we cannot buy them. They should increase the scaling of it. So I'm not saying like 300 per hour more every 10 floors, but maybe every 20, 30 floors, they should add a lot. Not right now. Not like right now. It's too little. How long will disaster in the tower remain active? This is this is annoying as hell because they're increasing it like crazy. I think there should already be or maybe in the next update, there will be a minus 110 swiftness. That's going to be a pain, but okay. So this is the debuff, like for those of you that don't know because you're not at the floor yet, this is a debuff that is applied to, well, either a debuff to your own team or a buff to the enemy that is applied starting from floor 135. Because, as you know, nobody climbed the tower above 134. That is where Zahard is currently located, and nobody is pushing past that. And so, to kind of apply that to the game, they decided to add a debuff to our teams or a buff to the enemies, and some of them are really annoying. Okay, they're saying that this is going to continue to be part of adventure mode, and are planning to update the skills for disaster in the tower in the near future. And moving forward, we will consider changing them periodically. I I don't know if I like this part because this could make climbing later easier. So again, incentivizing people to wait instead of playing. Because if I know next week they're going to change the debuffs and I find the one that I have right now particularly annoying, I could just say, okay, I will wait 1 week and then I will keep pushing. This is kind of pushing people to be lazy. So I don't like the changing part, but I mean, updating them could be interesting because the way they're doing them is too much. Every time a debuff appears, they increase it by 10. So maybe swiftness decrease starts at 50, it's already 110. The next time is going to be 120, 130, 140, 150. Like what's the limit? There's also like crit rate decrease, that is the one in the floor I'm currently on. It is crit rate decreased by 110%. So all of my mages are never critting. And all the other units neither. So Alice kind of becomes worthless. Well, she permacrits when she's concealed, but whatever. So there are some that are really weird. They could change them to make them more interesting. But I guess we'll see. Please apply collaboration teammates to the archive or reduce reset the amount of revolution needed. This is a good question, I guess. I don't think adding it to the archive is fair to the people that don't have the units, but maybe reducing the cost for collab units could be a thing. I think it would be fair. It would definitely be fair. Applying collaboration teammates to the archive could affect the balance due to their performance, so we're cautious about linking them directly. Whenever they say they're cautious about doing something, they usually do it and they mess it up. So I'm not positive about this statement, but okay. For this reason, only teammates eligible for re-release are currently being added to the archive. That's fine. We ask for your understanding. This is perfectly understandable. As mentioned during the live stream, we're planning to provide a revolution reset. They kind of missed the reduce part through events around the time of the second anniversary update. So they're going to give us a revolution reset event so we can remove stuff from, I don't know, Rachel, the first SSR Plus collab unit, the green one. That could be interesting, but that's it. The reducing the cost of revolution needed for collab, I think it's a good recommendation. I don't know why they didn't talk about it. And we have please run high ranker every week instead of every 2 weeks. I think it's probably too much, but I'm not a PvP guy, so I can already tell. And also, it's probably too much suspendium that they're giving out at that point. They don't want to do it for that reason, I think. Since PvP content is already held on a weekly basis, we're mindful of the potential fatigue this could cause. I could see that, but again, I'm not too fond of PvP in this game, so I'm a bit like partial in this or biased, whatever the word is. I'm not English speaker, so okay. However, if players currently participating in rank arena prefer a shorter cycle, are open to adjusting the interval. Please share your thoughts through our surveys, which greatly appreciated. I mean, I'm okay with it because I don't change teams. I don't even bother with it. So to me, it's just additional resources whenever I manage to pass. I'm up for it, but we'll see. Please prioritize unreleased teammates when adding new ones. What does it? Oh, okay, yeah, not to have duplicates of the same unit. As mentioned previously, our goal is to eventually bring all characters into the game. We will continue to expand the lineup of available companions moving forward. They always say the same thing, and then we get an adult Shia Shia. I will never forgive them for that. Adult Shia Shia SSR Plus. We don't have a Kunagero SSR Plus. We don't have an Endorsi SSR Plus. We have a Shia Shia SSR Plus. But fine, whatever, let's move on. Please improve the event rewards that come with new teammate release. Okay. Already added related rewards to support the growth of newly released teammates. The rewards may feel minimal when viewed individually. We hope you will consider the total amount provided across all sources. I don't know which rewards I'm talking about here. Maybe the boost mission. They're giving like a handful of extracts. I definitely can see that being useless and other things, but okay. It's kind of fine. I didn't really feel that as a problem, to be honest, but obviously who wouldn't want more rewards, but it's okay, I guess. I'm curious about the stat difference based on Shinsu link level gaps. The same answer. I hate this one because like I already read these gap exceeds 70. It's annoying. This is the one that appears in the tooltip. There is, because if you don't already know, other than the additional stat that you have with your links, there is an hidden, let's say, multiplier that lets you take less damage and deal more damage if you have higher links than the enemy. And here they're saying at 70 gap the damage doubles. Okay, thank you. And at 300, is this linear? Is this exponential? How the hell does this work? They never provide clear information. Either they don't know themselves or they just like to hide shit. It's hopefully the second one, but I would not exclude the first one. So, okay, whatever. They always dodge the question. This is the information we have in game. We do nothing about the 70 level gap. We don't give a shit. Then we have please increase the stage rewards in hard mode. We intend to maintain the current reward structure for achievements. What does that mean? Okay, so for the completion of the floor, as you climb higher floors, the loot rewards will increase accordingly. It's just increasing coins and link XP, I believe. Shinsu is fixed at 500 every 4 stages, allowing you to invest in your growth. Also, since the Pioneer shop has been updated, we hope you'll make good use of it by exchanging for the items you need. Okay, I don't know why they're so careful with the floor clear rewards, because they're really low and it's not like we can get them over and over again. Just make them feel better. Like for normal adventure, instead of 20 black market, make it 50. I don't know. No, probably 50 is too much. Maybe, make it 50. Yeah, it's fine. 50 and 25 of the normal one, and nobody would complain. It would hardly matter, I think. But whatever. They do whatever they want. Please add more exchange option for surplus resources like Shinsu Gold and XP. Okay, this should also be. No, they're not. Why are they not talking about the new system? Because the new system they're going to implement in June, unless they troll it, they don't implement it, will use Shinsu Gold, Link XP, and the purple orbs. We'll see. But here they're talking about that they are trying to update the melting event to address excess material. Who has excess materials of these? Like, who even asked that question? I don't think there's anyone at 1500. Is there? I don't think so. So who has it? Well, I don't know. I don't want to know. And here they're talking about adding more items like normal equipment element change tickets. Okay, that would be fine. And they dodged the question again. Fine. And normal equipment. So they answered the next question in the first one. Okay, previous one. We'll do our best to include those items in future updates. Fine. Please add or remove auto battle in the search phase of the Alliance expedition. While high combat players might find the battle easy to complete, for lower combat players, the search phase often contributes to both participation and ranking within their alliance. What? What does it mean? Add or remove. How can you remove something that is not there? Or I didn't understand the question. And I didn't even know what they're talking about. Additionally, this phase serves as a signal or prelude to the start of the expedition itself, so we hope you will consider it as part of the expedition overall build-up. No idea. I'm not gonna try to understand it. Are there any server merge plans? And they said no, there are no plans for that. They're trying other ways to allow people to enjoy content together regardless of server boundaries. Okay. Are there any plans to make SR and SSR grade teammates more useful? They skipped the R teammates altogether. Okay. We're working on content like the Evan boss battle, but SR and SSR teammates can play a meaningful role in strategy and team composition. That would be fine. If they do some weird things with bossing, they're also planning to release the raid bosses. Could be fun. Could be fun. We'll see. Can you share any plans for balance adjustments to ignition weapons? It is still under discussion. What is there to discuss? I mean, it's only Barry. Come on. Why are they not buffing that shit? It could have an impact on hard mode. I will give them that because they're giving all the stats to those units. So it's annoying if they buff them. But at the same time, we cannot keep having those shitty. Like they could buff it in a way that they're helping when you are at a deficit. Because if they do something like increase defense by 400% and it cannot be removed, it's only going to be annoying for us to deal with. But the enemies are still going to one shot us. They have to do something that works for us and doesn't really matter for the enemies. Like, I don't know, basic attacks apply HP recovery block for 3 seconds. That would be great for us because we can deal with those stupid healers that are everywhere. We can just give it to a random support that deals basic attacks and hopefully it will block some HP recovery. But if the enemies have it, we don't give a shit. We're not healing anyway. So that kind of thing would be great, I think. Let me know in the comments also how you feel about that. But let's move on because we're already 37 minutes in and I have no idea how longer this one is. Are there any plans to add new ignition weapons? Yes, I guess. As mentioned above, our current priority is to improve the usability of existing ones. Okay, fair. Such as through rebalancing or adding features such as enhancement options. If you are enhancing it, like if you're giving enhancement options, then it's still only Barry. You have to change the 2-piece effect and the 4-piece effect. I have no idea what they're planning. Therefore, we do not have plans to add new ignition weapons for the time being. Okay. We'll inform you in advance when new ignition weapons are scheduled. We'll see. Are there any plans to add... What the... Okay, it's a copy and paste of the same question. What's the current status of the element eel for Alliance Expedition? It is currently in development and should be introduced soon, and we already saw that. The concept for this version is based on the Frost. Okay. There are kind of speculations that Augustus might be the bossing unit for this one. We'll see. If that's actually the case, I have no clue. It's just, again, speculation, so we have no idea. When will the next family head be released and which teammates will it be? It's planned around the second anniversary. I don't know why they say around. I just say on the second anniversary or in that month, whatever. Once details are confirmed, we will announce them on the official forum. Fine. Please fix the issue where auto progress stops when leveling up. Thanks God. They're going to do it on May 21st. That's quite annoying at times. Will teammates from the spin-off episodes be released? Yes, they're scheduled for, again, May 21st. I have too many Triessences. Who's this guy? Who has that? I don't know. I I don't know. We have received feedback regarding the surplus. what kind of feedback is that? Who has who has too much of it? Just use it. I'm sure you don't have a 4.0 swiftness in every single node. You can use it. Okay. Once the system is ready, we'll share the details in a future developers node. This is kind of pushing me not to spend my resources. And I don't like it. When there is this kind of working on a solution to a problem that doesn't exist, makes me want to save up the resources. I don't like that. But let's move on. Are there any plans to introduce effects that ignore or penetrate invincibility? That's a good question. Currently, there are no plans for such effects. Okay, then Xie and Arbor is gonna be a problem forever. We'll see. Will there be any re-release of teammates like Ice Spear Kun from the data tower? Please address this accordingly. Although it's not confirmed yet, we are considering allowing players to select teammates from previous data towers events, including those they missed. Now, this is how it should have been from the second data tower. Like as soon as Spear Baranak was released, like Ice Spear Kun should have been selectable. That's also what I've been like what I thought. What the most logical thing was. No, no reruns. It's been what, 6 months? Almost 7 since the release of Ice Spear Kunagero, and there is no rerun yet. It's insane because he's one of the few units that has a reliable HP recovery block. He also has a massive energy drain, like energy decrease in his kit. He also has great defense decrease. He has a lot of stuff. And they're hiding it behind Data Tower and not rerunning him. This is driving a lot of people crazy for good reasons. So it's stupid. Not confirmed yet. Like, come on. Are you stupid? I don't know. When will there be a revamp of various content shops? We're actively working on improvements and we'll make them available to players once they're ready. Fine. They're all kind of bad. I'm not spending resources on any of them. Are there any plans to expand the Origin Orb? This time there are no plans for expanding it. Hopefully, because they added the suspension cost. I wonder what they're going to add next. So, who knows? Why was the XSR Plus grade teammate introduced? Excellent question. Let's see the answer. As mentioned in the previous developer's note, the XSR Plus grade teammates were created with the idea of providing players. Okay, fine. With powerful teammates that are easy to obtain. Yes, easy to obtain if you max out the new SSR Plus unit and you give up on all the items that you can exchange in the Data Tower shop. Because if you don't, you're just like you will need 800 to 900 of these stupid like standard summon tickets, and those are not easy to come by. They're really expensive. So to be honest, it's an expensive unit. Maybe like new players have the impression that normal tickets are easy to obtain because in the early stages you get quite a few of them, but they're not easy to obtain. Black market tickets are way more abundant, although you have to use them more frequently, but 900 of the standard one, it's a lot. They're designed to enhance the experience of building decks and enjoying combat with teammates on your team. I mean, if they didn't release Zahard as the first one, maybe it would have been better. Like, imagine if the first XSR Plus was Kunadan. In that case, nobody would have complained. It would have been amazing. But no, Zahard. Yeah. Or, I don't know, maybe another Garam. Maybe not the best, but she's definitely decent. Like, I mean, not the best if you remove the revolution that gives energy, because that is going to be changed. So who knows what they're going to give her instead, but maybe, definitely better than Zahard. Or Anniversary Iwa, definitely appreciated, even though without the 2-second invincibility from Revolution 5, I don't know what that unit could have been. So yeah, it's not too bad of a system, but only changing Revolution is not good from my point of view. I don't like it. I didn't really like it. Okay, that's enough complaining. I think this is probably one of the most ranting videos that I ever made. I hope it wasn't too annoying for you guys, but some things had to be said. And I think I wasn't too critical of them. I mean, there are some things that are really dumb and easy to address. I don't know why they keep on doing weird shit. But okay, that's all for this video. Hopefully you guys made it that far, like this far. And if you did, thank you so much for for the support. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.